Hey yo, salute to the people. It's the social forecast. Today is Friday, October 11th. It's about 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, I hope you all did something today to further your goals and to help you realize your dreams. Let's talk about 6ix9ine. So, internet's buzzing, all the social media platforms buzzing about the reported $10 million deal, record deal that Tekashi69 was offered. He's speculated to be getting out of jail either late this year or early next year. The judge has moved his sentence up to December, so he may be getting out very soon after that. If not before the new year, probably very soon after. The conversation has changed from early on when this situation first happened last year, from, Tekashi's going away forever, that's it, he's finished, to, oh shit, he's cooperating, he's snitching. And now the conversation is with him reportedly turning down witness protection when he is released. And now with this reported record deal, the conversation's changed to, can Tekashi69 have a legitimate and viable career in the music industry after this whole situation? Reason being is because with the so-called street rules that people still seem to think for some reason these rappers live by, even though in my opinion, as technically an old head now, that street shit faded out with the 90s, if you ask me. All that no snitching shit, these kids don't live by that shit. They don't care about that shit. These kids are gonna do what's best for them. They're gonna talk the shit they talk in their music, whether it's real or not to them. If it's a vibe, if the music sounds good, if the beat is good, if the kids who listen to the music like what they hear, they don't really care if that shit is real at the end of the day. It's not like when I was coming up, if you was a rapper, if the shit that you talked about didn't match your actions, if the lifestyle you claimed to be living didn't match the lifestyle you were actually living, you had no credibility. You was finished out here in these streets. But despite the fact that people have an issue in artists like Troy Ave say the streets is a myth, it's the truth. These young boys don't care about none of that shit. They don't follow those rules. They don't follow that code. They talk about the code, but they don't follow the code. And I don't really have an opinion one way or another on the code itself, because I haven't been in the hood in a very long time. I have no interest in that shit. I'm too old for that shit. I have kids. But what I'm interested to know, what I'm curious about, is what y'all really think. Can Tekashi69 really have a successful music career outside of him having to drastically change the type of music he makes? See, that's where I think the conversation should be. I don't think it should be, can he have a successful music career? Because the kid's already proven that he's talented. The kid has already proven that he has the ability to capture the ear of his fan base. The question should be, does he continue to make the same music that he was making prior to this whole situation? Or does he change up the kind of music he's making? In my opinion, I think he can have a successful career, because I don't think these young fans give a fuck less about street code. He snitched, he cooperated. From all the comments and the posts that I've been seeing, everybody who's around that age group who really fucks with his music, their whole thought process is, what do y'all want him to do? Throw his whole life away? Go to prison for this gang, for this culture, for this group that he claimed to be a part of, but now that shit is, or has fallen apart around them? Do y'all really expect him to throw his life away if he has a chance to not go to prison? That's what they're saying. I choose not to speak on that part of it, because I just come from a different time. I come from a different era in music. What I will say though is this: I don't believe that he can legitimately have a successful music career going forward if he continues to rap about the same shit, because I think enough people are going to question him. I think enough people are going to feel like his credibility is shot, that he cannot talk about the same types of things that he was talking about before. He's a hard-headed kid, so with him not taking the advice that people who came before him were trying to give him, even before and leading up to his arrest and the shit falling apart, I think he's proven through his pattern, his actions, that he might just be bold enough to continue to try to make the same type of music. He might get out and make music gloating about the fact that he cooperated, he don't give a fuck, he's free and they're not. I mean, he's a smart kid at the end of the day. Whether or not you agree with his moves, his actions, the type of music he makes, he's smart. He knows how to get attention. He knows how to further his agenda, and that's how come he's managed to become successful in the first place, because he is a viral artist. He's been that for the past couple of years now. So I do believe that he has the ability to recreate himself, reinvent himself, and have a successful career, because when you prove that you can do it once, there's really no reason to doubt that you can do it again, especially in this day and age when these kids, all they really care about is a vibe. Can I listen to your music? Can I like your music? Can I dance to your music? Can I go to parties and, drive down the street listening to your music and it sounds good and it puts me in a good place and in a good space? That's all these kids care about. And who's to say that they're wrong? I mean, I can't say they're wrong. His music is not necessarily my cup of tea, but clearly he has a fan base. And for him to be offered a $10 million record deal, although we don't know the particulars, and even whether or not it's been confirmed by the record label, if he's being offered a deal, period, with what's going on with him right now, let alone a $10 million deal, then obviously the big wigs and the big record companies feel as though he's still viable and can still be a big money maker. I believe he can. As far as the part of the conversation where people are talking about whether or not he's going to survive long when he gets out, because people might be coming after him, especially with him putting the set that he was claiming away, pretty much all of them for life for the most part. Is he going to have to worry about his safety? I believe yes and no. I believe to a certain extent he will. But if he's able to come home, regenerate the buzz that he had before he went in, and he's able to afford the security that he's going to need, in my opinion, then yeah, I don't think you'll be able to touch him. The kid is smart. Let me know what y'all think. I do believe he'll be able to have a successful career. I do believe he'll be able to reinvent himself. I foresee him making somewhat similar music to what he made before, just to say he did it and can do it. But I think very soon after that, and especially if it doesn't work the first couple songs or the first project around, I foresee him changing up his style a little bit and starting to make a different kind of music. Will it appeal to the same fan base he has now? Will he go after a new fan base? That I don't know, but I've seen stranger things as long as I've been around and as long as I've been following the hip-hop genre. I believe the kid will do just fine. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, and subscribe. I don't pretend to know everything. I just know what I know. It's the Social Forecast. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace and love.